Can everybody hear me? All right. No, of course not, Susan. All right, I want to welcome everybody to our first meeting of 2020, our January meetings. My name is Stony Lawrence, and I am the current president, and I'm glad to see so many familiar faces and a lot of new faces. Today's meeting is going to be run a little bit different than normal. I know a lot of us hate sitting through all the talking, so we have some awards to give out today for the library show, so we're going to speed up some things. So we're not going to do so much talking, and we're going to have some nice art to see and awards, and then we're going to have a great demonstration afterwards. We're going to have Wendy Boucher doing her paper collage. And actually, we're going to do that in the back of the room, under the light. She's not here yet, but she'll be setting up. And so I hope everybody can stay for that.
She's awesome.
Yeah, she has
Beautiful work.
She uses nothing but paper, and it's amazing what she can do. All right, how we start each meeting off is with our Artist of the Month. So anybody that is a juried member, there's a lot of feedback in there. Anybody that's a juried member can bring in a piece of art for our Artist of the Month competition. You have to be here about 11:45. The voting runs to about 12:15. And we are going to have our winner announced.
Yeah, before I get into that, once you win, you cannot enter it again this year. You got to wait till next year. So that's just to give everybody a good chance. And before I announce that, somebody donated some tickets. They left them laying on the table.
When you were voting, did you lose some tickets?
The 50-50
You're
tickets.
missing your tickets.
Left them on the table where we
And it's over $50, guys. So.
She said she did. That's
Is that yours?
okay.
I kept
Now,
waiting
so
for
as
somebody.
Scott said, Scott's
I kept
helps us
waiting
with
for
the Artist of
somebody
the
to
Month.
come back and nobody did.
Any piece that wins, you cannot enter that in another show with CAG. And like you said, you wouldn't be able to enter Artist of the Month for the rest of the year. But that doesn't mean that you can't enter all of our other shows with other pieces.
With other pieces.
Yeah. Okay? Okay.
Thank you for everybody voting. I appreciate that. You did a good job. It was close. We had 3 that had 6, and then the Elliot Vasquez is the winner.
Elliot! He's fairly new member.
New member. Elliot? Oh, come on up.
Beautiful.
Don't hide, Elliot.
Alice, would you take a picture?
Congratulations.
Sorry.
Nice job.
And then Alice is going to get your picture with your piece. So we're going to back out of the way here.
And what's the title, Elliot? Is there a title?
I'll let him get his picture first, then we'll...
Let me take another one, a little closer. Yeah.
And he's a new member. Yes, yes. All right, and do you want to know the title?
So actually, I don't have a title yet.
Just
New
untitled.
Orleans, that's
New Orleans? Okay.
Oil.
Oil? Okay.
Well,
It is
great.
beautiful.
Beautiful.
All right, congratulations. How many people are here for their very first meeting? Never? Okay. All right, okay, quite a few new faces. Great. Sometimes we'll have you go around and introduce yourselves. We're not going to do that today. And I'm sure some of you are very upset about that. But we'd love to see the new faces, and we hope that, you're talking to your neighbors here, getting to know people. It's really a great group. And old faces, new faces, yes. I think we're all pretty friendly faces here, so. So that's one thing, too, that we're going to kind of speed up a little. Now, normally next we would talk about our art in the park. For new members, we do Art in the Park at Pioneer Park, and it runs from every month from October through April. If you want information on that, Sharon Baldetti, who's waving in the back there, she is the chairperson. She's also going to be helping me with the ward, so you'll see what she looks like. But she handles the sign up for that, and all the information is on the website. Okay, now, also to be in any of our shows, you do have to be a juried member. And Sylvia Ryder, where's she at? Oh, there she is, sitting back at the table. She is the head of our jury committee, and she is the person to talk about, or talk to if you need to be juried. And also that information is on the website. So we're just gonna kind of go over that quickly today. All right, one thing we do have to officially announce is our treasurer's report. So we're gonna have Alice give us some numbers here, and then we're gonna move right along.
Hello, everybody. Okay, we had a very active month, and we paid off a lot of dues and debts that we had for the rental of this hall. And so the total of our expenses for this month was $1,044.27. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the deposits. The expenses were actually $1,401.48. And then, like I said, the deposits that we got from the various shows, from the various Art in the Parks, and other ways that we collect money for dues. We had some early dues come in. So that was the total of $1,044.27. So all that brings us up to our current bank balance is at $4,205. So $4,000 is quite good for us. We had at one time stayed around $1,000, $2,000 at the most. We're double that now, so we're very happy to say we can afford some nice prize money for our upcoming awards that we're going to give out today. And we have the big show in March that we're going to be giving out 9 awards for that show as well. So yeah, we're looking forward to having people really, be able to really benefit by having such an active group here. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Demos and workshops. As I said, today's going to be with Wendy Boucher. She's not here yet, but she will be. And this month was a bit strange because our workshop happened a week before the meeting, when normally it happens the day after our meeting, just the way the calendar fell. So our next workshop is going to be next month, February 12th. It's going to be the Katie Tobin Golden Arts presentation. It's a free event. It's going to be from 7 to 9 p.m. and everybody that comes is going to receive samples, and that alone should get you to come out. There's only going to be at the most probably 40 spots. I have down for 35 openings right now, and there is a sign-up sheet on the back table that you can sign up, but it is free. You can bring a friend, so just make sure you sign up early, and that'll be good. Our next 2 workshops and demos are kind of in flux right now, so I'll announce that more in the newsletter next month. And I just found out today that Kathy Pradera, one of our members, has offered to help with the programs for next year. So thank you so much. Okay, and moving on, rotating exhibits. So currently we have MJ's, which is a women's fashion store in downtown Dunedin, right on Main Street. And we also have Marguerite's, which is a restaurant off of Douglas over by the library. Both of those locations show our art every month, all year long. So we do have a couple spots open for that, which will be on the back table as well, the sign-in sheets. And if you need assistance with that, you can come see me or Barbara Conley or Marge Giroux after the meeting, and we can help you with that if you're new and want to know about it. But that also is on the website. Now, some exciting news is we have a couple other places in the works. One is a Sherman-Williams paint store, which has a lot of interior decorators come in. People new in the area, remodeling their homes, and we may have a wall in that shop. It's over on Sunset Point by Holly Lobby. We're working on that. We've been offered a spot in Blick to do some possibly live demonstration along with showing our art there monthly.
Where's that?
Blick is over near the airport. It's in West Shore, over in Tampa. So we're going to have information coming on that. Another location is in Meese Manor, in their public areas and their community areas. They're looking for art, and we have a member working on that. So all this stuff is in the works. We don't have the details yet. And then we were also told about another restaurant in Clearwater, which hopefully by next month we'll have some fine details on all these. So, but that's something that art, so if you're here year-round or not, you can try and get your art out there without having to do an outside show or a big exhibit. So it's a nice opportunity for everybody. And it's free, yeah.
It's free. These are places that
And
are free.
some places take commissions, but we can tell you about that. All right, so let's see. Okay, we have our Florida Impressions show, which is our yearly show that we do at the Sterling Art Studios and Gallery. I brought in the applications today. They are on the back table. You can have up to 2 pictures. It's going to be for the month of March, and you do not have to have the applications in until February 15th, which will be after our next meeting. So don't feel you have to pay today. You can pay in the middle of the month. You can pay at the next meeting, but keep that in mind that that show's coming up. And if you already know you're going to enter, send me a copy of one of your pictures because we need some art for the flyer. So I do the flyer first, and then we start publicizing. So I will also send that out in an email, and it'll be in the newsletter and on social media. So you won't not know about it. All right. Yeah, the Sterling.
Sterling.
Yep. So that'll be the next show coming up. And then, now, talking about the end of the year, I am in my 2nd year of presidency here, and I am at my term limit, so, and I'm not the only one. There's several of our directors on the board that need to step down because a lot of them have been on for 3, 4, 5 years. So we're hoping that some of the new faces or some of the old faces that would like to help out, learn about the club. If you want, you have ideas, you want to make some changes, this is a great way to get involved. And really, we have a system set up that it looks intimidating maybe, but it really isn't. And we function pretty well, I think. So we do have a nominating committee. We already have 3 members off the board, and we're looking for 2 of our general members to help me on the nominating committee to help find us some members to join the board. Can I get 2 volunteers possibly? Anybody just to help with nominations? Thank you.
Who's that?
And one more, anybody? Oh, they got one. You're looking at me. Oh,
Who?
Gail. All right.
Gail?
Thank you. All right. So some of you may be approached and talk about the positions. No pressure. But the one thing is that if we don't have, we have a lot of exciting opportunities of getting more places to show our work. We're still trying to get into the Francis Wilson Playhouse. There's some other gallery exhibits we might be able to do. And it would be a shame that if we don't have a board, we can't continue the club. And the club's been around since 1974, I believe. But we need people to step up and help, or else we won't have a club. We won't have art in the park. We won't have any of that. So think about that, and and if we all have a little bit helping each other, we can keep it going.
Away with the workshops because
Well, right, the workshops is one thing. Myself, I did just become co-president at Sterling Art Studios and Gallery, along with Polly Berlin, one of our other members. But if some of you don't know, I also have a full-time day job. I have a part-time to pay for my studio at Sterling. And then I have an online shop. and I have 2 kids, so, you know.
It's time.
And I'm not stepping out completely. I'm still willing to handle the website, the social media, any help with the electronic stuff, and we also are losing our newsletter person, so I'm willing to help with that too. So, but we just need a little more help, So, just something for you guys to think about, because I think we have a pretty good thing going here, and we have about 150 members. So, and 150.
Almost 150.
Yeah, I think it's what, 140?
147 on our last
And then I
count.
think we had some new people
And we've got
join
new
today.
people coming in, so.
Yeah, so, you know, and we have a good turnout for each meeting. We usually have about 50 plus at each meeting, which is, it's nice. It's nice. So, no pressure. All right. And also, too, our website, if you do not know our website, I do have cards on the back table with our website, and there is a lot of information on there. And if you want to show your art on our website, there's information, just contact me. I'll get your art out there. It's free. You know, we've had people contact to purchase the art. You never know. And it's just nice to show yourselves and show our group. And same with the social media. If you don't know about our social media pages, we have a private page where I announce, you know, our club shows and things, just internal calls to artists. But then we have a public page that we have members of the community. I think we have a few hundred people following it, and they share it. Those are the people that come buy our stuff and see our stuff. So, and that way you can share things publicly. So if you're not aware of any of that, see me or see the information on the back, and make sure you check it out. All right, and before we get to our awards, which will be our big thing, we're going to do the 50-50 a little early if Doreen is ready. So get out those tickets. And hopefully our demo person will be here soon. Because we're moving, oh, there she is.
Yep.
Good, you're here. Because we're moving good. So. And if I'm talking too fast, let me know.
Do I need to talk? Just to remind the dues or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you got it too. What? You didn't get any tickets.
All right, and then we'll have Joy after Doreen picks here with the 50-50. The 50-50 is, make sure I don't mix that with mine. When you come in, this is the only thing we accept cash for. And everybody can get a $1 ticket or 6 tickets for $5. And we draw a winner, and the winner gets half the pot. So
It would be $61.
$61 is going to the lucky person who has, all right, let me read off the number here. 921081. And it's not me. Oh, Sharon
Sharon, yeah.
is going home $61 richer today. And you never know, just even a dollar could win it. So,
Art supplies.
yeah, art supplies. Storage for art supplies.
Part of the electric bill.
Our bills, yeah.
Super.
All right, so before we start with our winners for the library, I'm going to have Joy, our membership person, just make a couple of announcements and reminders.
Okay, so most of you stopped by and got your renewal form and paid us a check. If you did not have a check with you today, make sure you get that renewal form, take it home, fill it out, and you can send the check to the post box that's on the bottom of the form. Make sure you do that by the end of January, okay? Dues are $30. Alrighty, we got quite a few of them paid today, so thank you so much, and thank you all for remembering to pay the checks. That helps us out so much. And also, I had mentioned before, when you come into each meeting, we will have a place for you to sign in, and just always check your information in case a phone number changed or something like that, and just make a little mark at the end of it, because that helps us count how many people attend our meetings. Appreciate that so much. Thank you.
And if you're not getting our newsletter, you do have to sign up on our website for that. So just by having your email information for our membership directory, which if anybody needs a directory, we have an online version that we can share that updates automatically, so you never have to say, is it out of, is it old? Google automatically updates it without you doing anything. So if I make a change, it changes everybody that has it. Just kind of weird, but kind of neat. So, but our newsletter is through the website, so you do have to go to the website and hit the subscribe button. And that way, that'll let you get the newsletter sent to you and any announcements. All right, and here comes the prize money. We're waiting on that. All right. So we had our New Beginnings Clearwater Library Art Show. It is currently up. Last year we did it in December and we announced the winners at our luncheon. This year they moved us up to January, so we tried to make sure that we did the awards. We got the judges in. We had 2 judges. Our judges were, now Polly Berlin, she has bronchitis, so she is not here today. She chaired the show, and we appreciate all she did, and all the volunteers that helped us to hang the show. We appreciate it. Now the judges was, let's see, we had Lee Canalizo, I hope I'm saying these names right. She was a founding member of the Art Tris Studios. And then Trish Gregory, who's president of the Tarpon Springs Art Association. So those were our 2 judges for this show. Okay? And we have 9 prizes to give out. All right. Now, since obviously we didn't all get to see the show, I took pictures of the winners. And I had them printed out. And now the lighting in some wasn't the best, so you have to make sure that you guys go and see the show. But our first prize, honorable mention, is going to go to Nancy Small for her colored pencil, Pretty Kitty. Where is, oh, there she is. So, they're not huge pictures either, so, but we will have these set out for people to see. And then, yeah. Yep. Oh, it's Pretty Kitty. All right, congratulations. Nancy, can I keep the picture just till the end? And then you can take it? That way we can let you.
I have one.
Yeah, we'll just wait for you.
Careful.
Okay. All right, our next honorable mention is going to go to Alice Anderson. Her storm rolling into St. Mark's. It's a pastel. Oh, let me pull it up. And I know, I'm sorry, it's so small, but
And it's dark.
it's a dark picture.
Oh my gosh, you can't even see it there.
It's dark. It's dark. It came out dark.
Because it's a storm. It's
It is a
beautiful.
very dark storm.
You copied me, I said it's
All right, I'm not sure if she's here. All right, our next honorable mention is going to Mary Sylvia. Is she here? No. Oh, okay. And this picture came out way too dark. She had the painted on silk large piece that was, it was in
It's this big.
acrylic. Oh, yeah.
It's on a board.
Yeah.
And this does not do it justice, but this is dark enough where you guys can kind of get a feel of it. And it was called Suspended Petunias, and it was a watercolor on silk. Wow. Yeah. Oh, Bruce. Should be happy to hear that. All right, our next honorable mention, I don't know if she's here either. Diane Main.
Oh, I don't see it.
I don't see her either. And hers was Mama's Pride, and it's also a colored pencil.
I know, it's amazing. Detail.
The mama and baby elephant.
Yeah.
Very nice. Beautiful. All right, so, darn, two not here. Okay, our final honorable mention is Scott Suits. Come on up, Scott. This is his first flight at Water Beach. And his is an oil. And it's much bigger than this picture.
It's a bigger. It's got to be big.
Yeah. Full of surprises.
Okay. And your impact? I know this is very dark.
We can fix those though. All right, congratulations.
I appreciate it, thank you.
Okay, next one's first. Okay. All right. Now, our third place is an acrylic. Sherida, Misaki, Atlantis, and is it upside down? Or is it the correct way? Okay. And she received third place.
And what was it called?
Atlantis. Atlantis. I have this.
I think it's acrylic. Yeah.
There you go. And hers is much larger too. Okay. All right.
Taking out like a bandit today, aren't you?
All right. Our second place is a watercolor. John O'Hara. Is he here today? No, I don't think he is not. Okay. And his is called Cafe de Mini. It's a watercolor. And he received second place. And this one, he was right where there was, it was glass, covered in glass, and there was awful light. I couldn't get the glare off. So, like I said, these look so much better in person. All right, we'll make sure he gets that. Okay, 2 left. All right, our first place is going to Carol Loyacono. Yes, and it's an oil titled Breaking Light. Breaking Light. Congratulations. That's a small one, yeah. It was a small one.
Thank you. What's the medium? Yeah.
And the medium is oil.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
And it's not too much bigger than that, is it?
Yeah, it was
It's just a smaller one.
Yeah.
big at all. I'm
Yes.
shocked.
Congratulations. All right, so that only leaves one spot. And our best of show is photography, titled Fancy Hat, Susie Owens. And she did it on canvas, so that was Judge Best in Show. Congratulations. So yeah, we had, I think, 93 pieces, and 9 eyewitnesses. So congratulations to the judges, had a tough time. They were there for quite a while. Our next show will also have 2 judges. We're going to have more, we'll probably have about 15 ribbons for the next show though. Since the library, we can't have a reception and things like that. But yeah, so it's exciting. And I think we're just on time to, yes.
May I make an announcement or not?
We got it. So anybody that has announcements, if you put them on the back, make sure you visit that back table and check out all the things that's going on. If you have any announcements to make sure you put them there because I put those in the newsletter. I make sure they go in the newsletter, and so everybody can find out about them. Okay, and that is all I have. And we'll just take a few minutes break, and we will get ready for our demo. And now the demo is going to be at the back of the room, so we can turn some chairs around. And she does it flat, so you may want to either come up and watch or get a chair around, and we'll set that up, okay? right, thank you, everybody, and we'll see you next month.